What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another run here for Backhaul. Once again, back in the T880. Did a little bit of changing on this one. Now, as I mentioned before, the skins are pretty much non-existent for this truck. I mean, you might be able to get a couple to work, but because of the different hood, although yes, it does, the cab matches up with the T680. The hood is what breaks it. So, as much as I would love to say, yeah, you can use your one-color skins like FedEx or Yellow or, Smith or, whatever else is out there, that's not the case, unfortunately. So, at least they don't show up for me. Maybe a little bit of, oh, come on, dude, you're gonna let me in, right? Yeah, you are. That's what I thought. Maybe a little bit of, file work could get that to happen. Don't know. I'm not a modder, so we'll stick with this. And with this one, I was able to use one of the stock SCS paint jobs that comes with the T680 as well as this. Now, obviously, when you click on it, it doesn't look right. It doesn't match up, so you got to mess with the colors. But you have 4 options, and one option is for the cab doors, the other one's for the roof, the other one's for the hood, and the other one's for the fenders. And this one, I think, came out pretty nice, pretty legit to how a company might look in the real world if they're, in this case, a construction company hauling this office. Hey, he is floating. How about that? Hauling this construction office here from the Cat to Holbrook, Beezer Homes. Part of the real companies in cargo pack that I have installed on here. So let me get into a straight stretch here, and I will show you guys the outside once again. This is the day cab version, and it comes in 2 different versions here. When you click on the skirts are what change the outside here, and it's not fully functional, and it even doesn't really even line up right. If you really know anything about driving and the items that drivers will use. So first off, when you select this skin, you get the beacons on top. Pretty cool. Long chassis, yep. Even a drop axle. The drop axle is non-functional. It doesn't work. You get the headache rack as well as a couple of load bars. Now, why does a truck that has a headache rack, so obviously it's going to be doing heavy haul or flatbed at least, they don't have a use for load bars? Yeah, you could probably play off that, okay, he found them on the side of the road, or the last stop he was at, they had him laying around. I don't know. Think of a story. whatever floats your boat, But the drop axle there is non-functional. It looks okay. In this case, obviously not needed. The house, this office here is only 33,000 pounds, or 34,000 basically, so not a big deal. Now the other skirt option leaves the drop axle there, but takes away the headache rack and changes the fender. I got the half fender on there. It puts it to just basically a quarter fender, just a little one, and that's it. Didn't really like the look on that one. The beacons also disappear as well. So this might be your best option to get some kind of detail on the truck. None of these are options, though. You have to select the fender option in order to get these. So one little unfortunate thing with it, but hey, maybe this truck will get some love in the future from one of the modding groups, or the original creator will come back and say, hey, alright, let's take a look at this and see what we can do. Would be nice. I'm not going to hold my breath, but, stranger things have happened. So, it is a nice cruiser truck, and although it does still have the stock SCS sounds on it, it's a damn good looking truck. So, if you guys aren't crazy into fleet skins or crazy paint jobs, because as far as I can tell, there's really next to no support for skins for this truck in the market anywhere. I mean, I didn't search all the sites, but there's nothing on the workshop, so maybe there will be, maybe there was, and now it's gone, I don't know. But it is a nice looking truck, and it's something different than the stock SCS trucks that we have. So, look-wise, okay, yeah, I can definitely live with it. It gets me away from the 579 and the T880, which, you know, besides the W900, it's all we have in this game to look at. So definitely worth a look. Maybe toss it in there. Maybe it'll show up in your traffic. Or if you're hiring drivers, go ahead and hire a driver and stick them in one. You know, it is... I really do like the look of this truck, though, with this hood. And it's also not something I see very often on the road, and I think I've mentioned that in my other video as well. It's not a normal truck in fleets from what I have seen. Maybe in certain regions of the US it's a different story. But, I mean, I still see a crap load of 386s, but I've never really noticed an 880. Very rare, so everyone's going to this T880 to get more aerodynamic, and actually Kenworth has been promoting their day cab version with aero options and fuel efficiency options. That's the main way a lot of these companies and fleets are going. You wanna get people in the door. It's all about fuel efficiency. That's how you're gonna get people in the door. That's how you're gonna get sales. It's just the way the world is going these days. Hopefully, that doesn't mean the 389 or the W900 are going to be going bye-bye anytime soon. I highly doubt it. Although their sales, you know, might not be as good as they used to, and you know, Kenworth and Peterbilt might not consider them the flagships anymore for their company. Many of us still do. When we think Peterbilt, we think the 389, the 379, the W900 for Kenworth. So we don't think the T680 or 880 or something like that. Majority of us don't, anyway. I'm sure others will think, oh, cab over to 352, then, you know, 352 or something like that, or the K100 and blah blah blah. Everyone has their own line of thinking on that kind of stuff. I'm just really glad the beacons are functional here. I was a little concerned about that when I saw the wheel doesn't go down, but I saw the beacons at least work. Okay, you know, that's a good thing. Now also keep in mind, guys, later on today is my normal live stream day, and so tonight at 7 o'clock Central I will be live streaming, and tonight it's going to be ETS2, Euro Truck Simulator 2. Some guys have been on the crew have been asking to do that, and I said okay, it's not going to be a full crew, we're going to be kind of light. I think we're going to have a total of 3 or 4 people, but we'll see. You know, maybe a couple more might join. I don't know. I'm not guaranteeing anything. We'll just have to wait and see what happens, how things play out. But I'm kind of looking forward to it. I only have a few hours on ETS2. It was not a main game for me. I think I played it in December for a while, and that was pretty much it. Moved on to other things. So, kind of looking forward to it. Already have the truck made up, painted up, ready to go. So I'll have a photo on Facebook here, if I don't already, showing off the truck and the skin that I'm using. I was a little surprised to see so many options and why we don't have those here in ATS. It's a little disheartening. It's a little sad. Some good looking prefab skins on there. which I think would go pretty well here on American Truck Simulator. So check out tonight the ETS stream. It's not going to be a normal thing, but I do plan on bringing you guys some videos of ETS, not too often, maybe once or twice a week, just to change things up and get the European side of driving. And also a reminder, next Wednesday is postponed. It is going to be on Thursday, so I've got engagements to take care of, so I will be back on Thursday next week, not tonight, next week, for my normal live stream. So keep that in mind. Hopefully you guys are able to catch on, and I'll see you then. So until tonight, thanks for watching. Take it easy.